Madonna then returned to the recording studio for the first time in 5 years. She recorded the album Ray of Light. The sound was heavily influenced by electronica, techno, trip-hop and drum and bass, thereby updating her classic dance pop sound from the late 90s. This was another example of Madonna evolving and keeping a step ahead of the times.
All I can tell you is that people seem very consumed with the idea of me reinventing myself. I disagree. What I've been doing, in my opinion, is I've been slowly revealing myself, taking off the layers and getting closer and closer to who I really am. And I think the difference is, because of certain events in my life, I think I really looked at myself in a more truthful way than I have in the past, and faced myself in a more fearless way. So if there is a difference, that is the difference.
Madonna's move towards techno surprised many, but the combination of Madonna and producer William Orbit working together created the sound she was seeking.
For the past couple of years, I've really been listening to a lot more sort of electronic, techno kind of music. But one of the things that I thought was interesting is that, in my opinion also, I don't really think that techno music is very emotional. Well, I like the sound of it, and I like the energy of it. There's nothing very personal or intimate about it. So my idea was that I wanted to take that sound and make it more personal and intimate. And William Orbit has done several remixes for me in the past that I really liked, and I just thought, well, why give him something when I'm finished with it? Why not start the process with him? And so I called him up to write music with me, and it went very well. So then I decided, when I heard the results, because the first song we wrote together was the first song on the record, Drowned World, I just loved the way it sounded, and then I decided this is how I want my record to sound.
Madonna was understandably nervous before her first British concert in 7 years at the Brixton Academy in South London. The show pulled a world record webcast audience of 9 million. A lucky 3,500 ticket holders, including celebrities and competition winners from all over the world, were in attendance. Madonna's fans were simply blown away by her performance.
Incredible, sensational, fantastic. Couldn't fault it. Her voice was incredible. It was just, I can't even recover. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
The exclusivity of the tickets turned the show into a public relations triumph. A 42-year-old Madonna was thrilled after the show, which was a wonderful platform to launch her next album, titled Music. Idol. Madonna then released her hit album, Hard Candy, which featured the lead single, 4 Minutes to Save the World, a collaboration with Justin Timberlake. The song achieved worldwide success by reaching #1 in 21 countries, giving Madonna her 37th top 10 single. In turn, breaking the record previously held by Elvis Presley as the artist with the most top 10 hits.
To a certain extent, I think the first single, 4 Minutes to Save the World, is, you know, kind of the axis with which the rest of the album rotates off of, because there's a sense of urgency to it. And there's a sense of seriousness about it, but at the same time there's a sense of fun and levity. So I think you get that through the whole record.
Madonna travelled to Paris, France to perform at the Olympia Theatre to promote the new album. About 1,500 people managed to secure seats for the promotional concert that lasted 35 minutes. Despite approaching 50, Madonna strutted her stuff with a crew of hip-hop dancers in a pair of lace-up boots with 6-inch heels.
In terms of creativity, the first place that I started expressing myself as an artist was through dance, and that's completely and utterly connected to music. So for me, becoming a songwriter and a singer and a performer was a perfect segue from dancing. And I think that even when I get involved in film projects, I always think of them in a very musical way. I think about what music's going to be scoring the scene. Music inspires me to write a scene. I feel like music is still very much an integral part of every aspect of my creativity.
Few artists have such a diverse range of talents. Madonna is an accomplished author, producer, actress and fashion trendsetter, just to name a few. But creating music is her greatest love.
I'm always going to want to write music, and I just feel like music speaks to people in a way and that no other art form can, and it is, in my opinion, the most accessible art form. So yeah, you could say it's my first love, yes.